just need one more. I just need one more. Bitch. Need one more. I just need one more. Bitch. You know, I'm picking up where I said, okay. Like the blunt, my nigga. Pass his beat to the left so I can press. Total my hits like I done wrecked. Who is next? Niggas is sleep like pillow pets. Getting foreign head from a bad bitch from Budapest. Call your bet, cause I'm just trying to get a quick check. And y'all know what it is. We got the lights. We got the cameras. It's all about that action. It's your boy, Son of the Waves. This is What's the Wave? Whew, we back with a great one. With a very nice one. We're on a chill, very chill Sunday. My boy, Adventurous, multiple ways to say it. Adventures Dre is in the building. Shout out my boy. How you living today, my guy?
Brother, what's good? What's good? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. Just chilling. Tell your auntie to watch this one. Be sure to comment below, like, share, subscribe, because this episode is very well needed, overdue. I've already been on the hike with my boy. We kind of turned that into our first little episode with some great content.
Exactly.
And many more to come for sure with the platform Melanated Adventures.
Yes, that's my baby right there.
Yes. How long have you been doing that so far?
Melanated Adventures has been an idea for a while, but it developed last year in September, so we got a few months in right now.
Another little pandemic baby, you know. Shout out to us, just like What's the Way? We a pandemic baby, but I have a lot to pick your brain about with the platform. Like I said just now, got to experience that, which was a great feeling. And you got levels to your hike, so yeah, I'm glad you at least put people on, because mine was very intermediate, but I had a blast. I had a great time. Definitely got to hit you with a rapid wave segment. Yep. We got the playoffs on right now. My Knicks just took a big L. So we'll talk some hoop, we'll talk some playoffs, talk some offseason. The NFL draft just happened. So we'll see what went down there with your squad and with mine. And then I need the story arc. You already know I got to get the full story synopsis and see what's going on with Melanated Adventures and Adventures Dre himself. So without further ado, let's get into it. You know, I do my monthly campaigns. May last year was about making waves, so we're bringing it back. And when I say, how do you feel like you're making waves? How do you feel like with your platform or just the man you are making an impact? With what you do, maybe how you carry yourself, the work that you do in the community, with your family, with your friends, and with Melanated Adventures. Kind of what impact do you want to leave, and how do you see yourself doing it right now?
The impact that I'm making right now is just trying to get people of color out in nature. Like, that's my biggest thing. It came to me a few years ago. Like, I had this idea of just getting as many people out there as possible, and now I'm starting to make that wave happen. It started a few years ago, and I made a couple of noises, but nothing really popped off. But last year, I finally got my team together, and now we've been making some noise.
Most definitely. I will say it seems like you do have a team, and I've been seeing some of your progression since we've been interacting through the socials and stuff like that. So just to see you build and keep working and growing, it's an amazing thing. So and I feel that's very important, because I am naturally a nature boy myself. So, and you're right, we don't have a lot of representation of people of color just being out and about.
Especially dudes with dreads and shit. Like,
talk about it.
You don't see that a lot.
You really don't. You really don't.
I'm definitely trying to make the representation. I'm trying to represent.
Come on now.
I love it. Jump off the cliffs and stuff.
Yes. You don't gotta get that wild on all of them, but yeah, I'm about to say, we talked earlier. I love doing that shit. I'm all about cliff jumping.
Coming soon.
I wanted to give you an opportunity to explain why you also named it Melanated Adventures. I get that's the message behind it, kind of get color people out in nature, but I also wanted you just a chance to explain yourself, because people might not understand it or take it one way, like, what do you mean, and stuff like that. So why did you kind of want to choose and own that name itself?
Well, I'll tell you where the name came from. I didn't come up with the name. So the name was actually my co-creator, Charlize, Cali Girl Adventures.
Shout out, Cali Girl.
Shout out. She's the one who came up with the name, and it all stemmed from our very first encounter together. We went to this place called Knight's Ferry, and we went to go swim. The water was just way too cold to swim, so we never got to that, and we barely hiked. We just enjoyed each other's company, and we were sitting down eating watermelon, literally, and it got to a point where it was like, man, we should do this like every week, like every Sunday we should do this. And we was like all trying to come up with a name right then and there, and nothing stuck. And eventually, like, I think a few days went by, and she like texted the group like, hey, what about Melanated Adventures? And it was like, ooh, I don't know, something about that. I just like the way it rang. I was like,
it's pretty smooth. I like it.
And it was like, then it started formulating, like, oh, yeah, that makes sense, because, like, well, we are melanated people. We go on adventures, and our target audience is for people of color, melanated people to come out and watch us and join us and do this
Exactly.
stuff.
Come on now.
Get out your comfort zone.
Yes, I'm about to say get out your comfort zone.
That bad.
It's really not. It's really not. Depending on how, and the scenery and the spots that y'all go to are quite amazing. You've showed off a lot of gems in locally like that I never even would think or stumble upon. So that's another thing. Yeah, right. Like we got waterfalls and crazy stuff just a couple hours just in our proximity.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, how do you find these locations? Like now that you've been doing this for a while, I know you looking for new spots and new territories, either close by. You know, you want to make sure everybody's at least able to get to there, to those locations. So how do you kind of locate those spots yourself?
So I really had a game plan for all of this. A lot of people who know me, a few years ago when I decided to do this back in 2020, I was living in Georgia and I was deciding on coming back to California, and this is why I wanted to do it. And I remember sending everybody that I knew like this little epiphany I had about getting people out in nature and like kind of like doing counseling and stuff like that. Just getting a group of people to do this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's where the idea formulated. And so when I got back, I knew I had certain things I had to do. I had to be in shape to be able to do this.
There you go.
To get up and down these hills, and I had to calculate where to go. So I started off on All Trails. There's an app called All Trails that give you a list of everything that's nearby.
Okay.
And the thing that people don't do is they don't actually go to the place. They'll look at it, they'll download the app and whatnot, and they'll look at stuff, but they won't actually go. And
right.
That's what I started doing. I was like, I found it, and I was like, well, shit, I got as much information as I can off these comments. I saw pictures and stuff. Now I got to show up.
Right.
So once I showed up, it was a wrap. And then I started bringing people. So all of this started as one person here and there, 2 or 3 people here and there. And it was kind of really just like testing the water, seeing what people reacted to. Yeah. Like if I brought people to this place a couple of times and they all responded the same way. Right. Maybe I should add this to the list.
No, for real. A lot of people speak very highly of the spots that you take them to, including myself, that was Cataract? Cataract Falls. Okay. Let me ask you, give me 3 or 4 of your favorite spots that you've been to so far. Name maybe the locations and what do you like about them so much?
I'll give you one that's an exclusive. I can't give a location, but I'll give you the name.
You say, oh yeah, you don't gotta drop all the gems. You feel me?
You've seen it, but I don't post the location. It's called Blue Streak, and it's near Yosemite, and it's like one of the dopest like water holes you could ever find. That's one of the places I jumped off my biggest cliff. It's like 40-footer, and we camped over there overnight. It's super like remote. You hardly ever see anybody, so that's like one of the best parts about it. That's one of my favorites. Alamere Falls, we just did that one.
Yes, I remember you've been telling me about Alamere for a minute.
Alamere, I always got a story with that one because just the first time I went to that one, I didn't make it. So,
you didn't make like with the height?
Yeah, we didn't make it to the falls. So we there's apparently a shortcut route at the time we didn't know about, and we passed it up. The hike just got too grueling after a while, and the sun's going down, and we just decided to turn around and go back.
Just had to learn that the hard way on that one.
Exactly. Woo! So I got to see it flowing like the most I've ever seen it just recently. So that became like, it was like that.
I want to go. Yeah, hell yeah. That's one with the big ass waterfall.
Exactly. Yeah. It's one that flows directly into the ocean. And let's see, what is another one?
Yeah, give me one more good one.
Another one.
Give me an easy one. Easy
one. Oh, Rockville Hills in Fairfield.
Nice.
That one. That's where I got my start at. That's where I learned how to hike. I went there 2-3 times a week. Twice when I got off of work, and sometimes on the weekend. And that's how I learned how to hike. So it's got a little bit of everything that you can expect to see in a hike.
Just kind of learn how to navigate yourself, your trails. Okay, I feel it.
Once I learned that, it was like, okay, well, now I can navigate the bigger places. Right. And formulate a little map in my head of where we're at. So.
Yeah, got you. And with that, now, like you said, one of the main objectives of your platform is to expand and grow and bring more people on these hikes and on these journeys with you. So how do you find yourself doing that now, reaching out to people? I know social media plays a part, as at the end of the day, we're content creators. So seeing that, showing it off definitely can attract a person. But I'm a person, I learned through word of mouth.
Yes.
Like, you feel me? I had a coworker, shout out T. She was just like, yeah, my boy does this and you should pop out. I was like, all right. And then followed the page and seen what was popping. So how do you find yourself trying to reach out to people and bring people along?
Anybody who shows interest, I will hound them.
yes, for sure.
I'm knocking on your door. Like, yo, you coming on a hike? If you show me some interest, I will keep bugging you about coming. If you haven't. That is true.
That way, every time you pull up, you see me, hey, bro. So
exactly.
What's up? What's happening? Come on, we're here.
The reels definitely help a lot. People see the reels. I always throw music on it because. I mean, the music is what really captures people, and then they see the visuals, and now they're stimulated and all that. So I've gotten a lot of responses just off of some of the reels I've made, and like you said, word of mouth. Like a lot of these people, I don't know. I literally don't know. I've never met them. They always hit me up on like Facebook, Instagram, was it TikTok or something?
Yeah,
and I don't actually know them until they come out onto the hike.
It's lovely.
And then they bring somebody. And then they enjoy it, and then they put it on their platform, and then their friends see it, and then
it just kind of grows from there. Yeah, that's beautiful.
So it's been beautiful to see, like it just formulating that way.
Let the people know, because the trip adventure I went on with you, we were about 7-8 deep on it. We crossed some logs. We did a lot of stuff. But shout out some of your favorite hikers who consistently come on these journeys and these adventures with you.
Yes. Oh yeah. My co-creator, Cali Girl Adventures.
Yeah, I'm about to say shout out her. She hilarious, by the way.
She is. I call her my creator of vibes because I tell everybody her personality is infectious.
Definitely.
She's just entertaining.
I'm about to say she's a ball of energy for sure. For sure.
How do you come up with your content? I don't. I just turn the camera on and I record her. She's gonna give me something. Sometimes I'll be a little hesitant to record people because you just never know how they might feel on camera. Like, not everybody wants a camera in their face, but she loves it, and I get all of my energy. So big shout out to her. Big T.
Yep.
TR.
Shout out T.
My big dog. She's
the one that got me out there hiking this too. And I was like, I love it. And I was like, thank you, because I was like, I've been needing this, as we talked about earlier. I worked at summer camps for a minute, so I was like, I need to be in nature, and it's been a while, so it was perfect timing.
I've been hounding her. She was like, those two people, let me just state this, those two people are like the foundation for this, because I sought them out. I knew they were like the two pieces that I needed to like formulate this. Yeah,
people who are like-minded and like serious want to do and really want to do something with it.
I saw Tiara doing the yoga thing out in nature, and I was like, if you come to some of the places that I come to and do that,
like, that's a great idea.
Elevate yourself. I saw Charlize. I saw some of the places that she went to, and I was like, yo, you come to some of the places I come to, like, elevate yourself.
Come on.
And we gelled. Everybody gelled together, and we loved it. And like I said, we decided to do this every week. So big shout out to them. Sure. Also, my girl Lexi.
Shout out Lexi.
That's our muscle. Boy. She should be anybody's ass, man or woman.
Come on now.
Lexi, Rose, my boy Donnie, New York Donnie.
Okay.
Who else? My boy Kayvon.
I'm trying to think of. I don't remember a couple of people. I remember Lexi was on the trip I was on. Darla.
Yeah, Dara.
Shout out, Dara. There you go.
She's.
I'm about to say, but I'm about to say, we be deep. Y'all be deep.
Exactly.
What do you think the biggest hike you've been on thus far?
Definitely the Alamir Falls trip. The last one, we had 25 people show up to that one.
Ooh, big group, baby.
And that was a little overwhelming. I wasn't expecting so many people to show up.
That's dope.
And especially for a 10-mile hike, so you don't expect 25 people to show up for no 10 miles.
Did everybody make it?
Everybody made it.
Nice.
And they all went down to the waterfall, and it I can't lie, it ain't hard to meet, but I can see why it's sketchy.
Yeah.
Like, to get down, you have to climb down a cliff.
Literally.
To get to the waterfall, so.
I'm with that. I like the sound of it to a certain extent.
It sounds crazy.
To a certain extent, right.
There, it's like, okay, maybe it ain't that bad.
Right.
It just looks crazy.
Okay, I got you. Let's change it to the spots you've been to the ones you want to go to. What if you know the names or maybe the locations, and they could be international. I remember you just went to Hawaii, and got to see some new shit out there, so you can even speak on the spots out there. But what are some of your dream locations that you will either want to go to by yourself, take a group to, or just experience?
Definitely. I got a few places. There's so much to do in California.
Facts.
It's hard to even want to go anywhere else because there's so much. I know that I'll never fully complete my trek of California because there's so much out there.
For sure. Like, you gotta go you go on a snow hike. Like, so we got mountains and shit.
Exactly.
You go on
Not
some
only
crazy.
Just grace.
Yeah.
Like, I've just barely started with this. So it's California, a few places that I've been wanting to get to. This is a little hidden gem one. It's called the Royal Gorge. And if you can find that information on that place is incredible. Like, it's some stuff that I've never seen before, and it's like I said, it kills me that all of this is in California. Like,
right.
It's like the stuff
really,
that you
really accessible
would never imagine is here. It's right here. So that's what I love. That place, Royal Gorge, Colorado.
They got some stuff out there. Okay.
I got a homie out there. And
Colorado does seem like it would have a lot of nice nature spots, some canyons, some waterfalls, some stuff like that. Okay.
He said he'd been telling me to come out to the Rockies. He was like, "You're gonna love it." So I got
some mountains, baby.
Out there.
Got you.
Arizona also. Arizona. I just seen. Shout out to what is her? Adventure Rama. Okay. She's another. She's from somebody who I've been trying to get to come out with us to hike. We got our sister to come out.
Hey.
So big shout out to them.
Most love.
She just went to I think it's Havasu Falls in Arizona, and oh my God, it's Red Rock. It's like Mars out there, bro. And the waterfall she was at was just like sick. Like,
right. Like some movie level stuff. That's
exactly.
That's what, like you said, and you've already shown me those in certain examples you've been to. I'm like, where you been? He's like, but that's like 2 hours away. Like, for real? Like, that's not that hard to get to. So
exactly.
Imagine, like you said, Cali, Colorado, Arizona. What is this? This is all local. Thinking on that scale.
Nearby, like there's places in Africa. I've been invited. Already from people who've seen my content on Facebook, and they've invited me to come out to Africa to do some of the waterfall treks out there. I can't think of the name of the falls, but there's a massive waterfall.
Oh, I believe it.
And
hell yeah!
I told them I don't know if I'm ready for that one.
Right.
We working up to it. We're gonna be there soon.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, that'd be super dope. And maybe, let's just say, in the next 2-3 years, where do you see kind of the one of these next big goals for the platform being? I mean, I know the logistics is hard, just recruiting people, having to run content, find the destinations. You just laid out a lot of steps that go into it, but maybe later down the line, what a major goal that you see yourself accomplishing with what you're doing?
More collabs.
Nice, hell yeah.
I want to collab with everybody who I possibly can. I have no problem with putting people on. I am not egotistical. You can have my platform. If you notice, I'm not the face of Melanated Adventures majority of the time. Right. You hardly ever see me. I'm the cameraman. I tell everybody. So,
yeah, damn near. You're having a camera. Definitely having a camera on the hikes.
So I definitely want to collab with people. What I've been focusing on lately too is a lot of local rappers. Shout out LaRussell. I've been trying to get him to come out on a hike, and he's responded. A few times. He's just been busy.
That's how it be.
What's his name? Stunnerman 02.
Yeah.
Just got in touch with him. I use his music on a reel, and he just tapped in and is interested in coming out on a hike now.
Hell yeah.
I kind of like the idea of collaborating with rappers. I see myself tapping in with Larry June because he always talking about hiking and stuff.
There you
go.
go.
It's like, why not connect with them?
Exactly. People who like being that, who have that platform and like kind of doing those activities and sharing that side of themselves.
Exactly.
I'm about to say, that'd be a beautiful thing to see.
I love the positivity they promote, and so it's like, let's bring our positivities together and give it to the people.
I love it. Okay, I can't wait to see what's going to blossom from. Especially, it's going to be summertime. It's going to be hot. I'm trying to go to all these waterfalls. Like you said, you got some swimming spots for me.
Melanated Adventures summer series is going to be sick.
Oh, you already know. What's the way? We're going to be cliff jumping in the whole thing. All right, now.
I've mapped out my territory for the cliff jumping spots.
All right, Rio, get your water shoes, bro. Get your water shoes, Rio. Let's go. We outside.
This summer,
Yes,
baby.
yes. You know, I'm gonna get a nice tan. It's all good.
I made sure to learn how to backflip last year, so I'm ready for this year.
Hell yeah.
All the spots. So
It's good. It's
coming
good.
soon.
Okay, we're gonna leave it there for the What's the Way with you. Got to get this rapid wave segment off, so I'm gonna hit you with a little rapid fire, some quick hitters. Just answer naturally, and whatever comes to your. If you got a simmer on it, it's good. But whatever comes to your mind, I kind of want that candid answer. So,
all right, I got you.
First off, which one you going to first? You gonna rock with Fire Wings or Wingstop?
Fire wings.
Yeah, I like that variety.
Man, I just had Wingstop the other night, and not
Just-
the business. I was like, yeah, this is why I don't eat this.
I feel it. Let me get these. These are freshly home baked cookies. Which one rank them. Chocolate chip, peanut butter, or snickerdoodle.
Ooh.
Give me 1 to 3, 1 being the
You
best, 3
said
being the worst.
Fresh home baked.
Home baked.
Damn.
Which one you gonna grab first?
All right, yeah, you gotta go with tradition, chocolate chip. Def off tops, chocolate chip. A
Yeah.
fresh, warm chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, that's undefeated.
Peanut butter definitely is second.
Yeah.
I would definitely and Snickerdoodle third.
Okay.
Snickerdoodle, you can't go wrong though. Like you can't go wrong on any of those. Like,
Facts. That's why I had
need
to
them
ask.
all.
I had to
Give me-
make
give
it.
me all three.
I had to make it tough. Okay. Were you a PlayStation or Xbox kid?
Ooh, so I was like a little bit of both. So I started off with a PlayStation.
Okay.
And then I got an Xbox. And when everybody had like the PS2 or PS3, whatever the hell they had out at the time, so I became that Xbox dude.
Yeah.
And then I switched back to the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And it was like I was just always back and
Okay.
forth.
I got you.
But I'd probably say I'm the PlayStation more so. I'm more loyal to Sony.
Shout out to PlayStation kids. You know I'm a superhero nerd, so what crew you rocking with more? What team more or less? You rocking with Marvel or you rocking with DC Comics?
Definitely Marvel. I was more of a Marvel fan.
Okay.
But don't get me wrong, I love DC too.
It's
Like,
love.
I got a lot.
Who's your favorite Marvel hero?
I say Hulk. Like,
Shout
I like
out
the
Incredible.
rage, like the uncontrollable rage.
He's really top tier.
Untapped-
Yeah, I say he's really top
untapped
tier
power type.
in the whole universe. People don't know. Yeah, he's crazy.
Exactly.
Let's throw it back. Give me your favorite hood snack growing up.
Ooh, hood snack. Let's see. What the hell was a good?
I mean, like say you got pickles and Kool-Aid. I mean, you was throwing some cream cheese on your hot Cheetos.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, I remember getting put onto that. Yeah, that was
yes,
beautiful.
Bethel. That's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
that started for me.
What's
like,
the same? I was just like, is that what that happened?
yeah, like-
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know who the fuck started doing
It
that.
started with the nacho cheese. Like we used to take the nacho cheese and eat the hot Cheetos with it. And then I don't know what happened, but somebody started eating
Somebody
it with
did
the goddamn
with cream cheese
cream
on the hot
cheese,
Cheetos. I just seen
like,
somebody. What are you
what?
doing? And it was like, try it. And I was
Like,
just like, oh wow,
yes.
this is crazy.
I don't know why this works, but it works.
It works.
Hey, the other one, the jalapeno cheddar Cheetos too. Like,
Yeah.
you eat those with the cream cheese.
Oh, okay.
Schmackers as
might
well.
be onto something.
Schmackers as well.
You might be on something.
I'm
Okay,
telling
I got you.
Munchies.
Okay, next one. If you could go pro, recurring question, go pro in any sport as we watch hoop and stuff, what sport would you go professional in?
Oh man, like hoop is my heart.
Yeah.
I loved hooping, but I also like realized later on in life, like man, I was probably like built for football too. Like
Yeah, he's like, he's like to make some noise.
but I would probably go if I had the height, it would definitely be basketball.
Yeah.
Okay. But just because I ain't got the height, I would say football.
Got you. All right, next one. I gotta phrase it like this. Sorry, you just got sentenced to death. What is your electric chair meal? Last thing you gonna eat before you leave Earth?
I feel like I gotta represent them with Vallejo, so I need a Vallejo staple.
Take it there.
What is it that I can't possibly? If I come to Vallejo, what is it that I always gotta get?
That's a great question.
I might have to go with Bud's.
He's like, I just need a Buzz Burger.
I
Yeah.
might have to go with the Bud's
Just-
burger.
yeah,
Keep
just
it
go out-
simple,
just go out with a
fuck
classic
it.
Bud's
Like,
burger.
Give me that greasy ass, greasy ass fries, and that soda.
You know,
I'm
that's
happy.
okay. Yeah, I like that.
I'll take that for my last meal.
He kept it homegrown. I like
Exactly.
that. Especially being a nature boy, I had to hit you with the element bender. If you could control any element, water, fire, earth, air, which one you taking?
I want to be the Avatar.
I
failed at this question.
Right. He said I need all of them
in life. Like, so no, yeah, I'm not falling for that trick.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin because he tricked me with that. No, I said I wanted to fire. So,
yeah.
So it was fire.
Okay, I got you, fire. I mean, that's cool. I'm an earthbender at heart.
I'm a hothead. I'm a Sagittarius, fire sign. Like, so yeah, I'll pick fire.
All right, next one. Your role in a heist. I love heist movies, and everybody has a different position in the team. What do you think you would be? Are you the getaway driver? You the muscle? You the leader? You the tech? You the guy in the chair? You the hacker? You the gun specialist? What role do you play in a heist if you could do it?
I want to like coordinate everything, like, cause I feel like I'm really good at like finding roles for everybody. Like, I may not be good at it, but I see your potential in it. So
you kind of want to put the people in position.
Yeah, I think you'll be good here, and you'll be good there. But I also want to be the getaway driver, like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I would love to be the getaway driver. Yeah, exactly. I like that. Okay, we're gonna leave that there for the rapid wave. Thank you for that. And before we talk some sports, take a quick commercial break from all of our sponsors. Shout out Vintage Variation, shout out Kai Eclipse, shout out Real World Productions, and shout out you for tuning in. Take a look.
That girl is it's driving me out of my mind. It's driving me out of my head. It's driving me out of my mind. Miss her, kiss her, love her. That girl is
And we're back. Yeah, come on. Let's get into some sports. We got the playoffs on, the NBA playoffs right now. We're watching the Warriors take on the Kings. Do you have a squad? Warriors fan? Okay, so he's like, we rooting right now. I honestly think they're gonna like that beam on y'all. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a good game so far. Oh yeah, he over there being quiet. But anyway, my team just lost earlier. The Heat just went one up on my Knicks, but it's okay. It was a hard fought game. They came back on the second half. It kind of hurt a little bit, but we'll be all right. Game 7? What do you think is gonna pop? I mean, we watching it right now. It's close. I think y'all up what? A point or two, maybe?
Are you serious? Like, of course I'm gonna go. Like, that's my team. Like, you never count out them. You never count those guys out. Like, I don't care what they didn't been through too many things to like ultimately count them out. They won the championship last year, so
y'all ready to
really banking it on a game 7 that Sacramento is gonna win.
I don't know.
We're
right. I'm about to say it's happening live right now. So
possible.
Okay, how about I give you the benefit of the doubt? The Warriors advance. Warriors versus Lakers. Got a Laker fan in the building as well. Shout out A Vision. What do you think that's gonna play out like?
I ain't gonna lie. It might turn out to be a tough series because if AD is playing the way he playing, like, that's everything. Like,
for real.
I'm just waiting for him to go down because he's frail. He frail.
Right.
You know,
it feel like he get
frail,
in. You know, he not gonna stay like this forever.
If he can stay. Y'all gonna give us a series. It might go 7.
Facts. I don't know.
I'm still gonna go with my Warriors, but
okay,
y'all might give us 7.
I like it. And real quick for some more hoop out of the East, who do you like right now? We have Philly playing Boston, and we have Miami playing my Knicks. Who do you kind of favor right now on that side of the conference?
I definitely like Philly. I like Joel Embiid.
I mean, I think they said they're gonna announce MVP on Tuesday. I think he gonna get it. Me personally, I hope he do.
I would love to see.
Yeah, I would hope he do. So
I love him because he talk his shit and he back it up.
Yeah,
like, plain and simple. Like I love that guy.
Okay. Shout out Philly. I mean, me personally, other than my Knicks, which of course I'm a root for, Boston, I think I'm gonna be the most scared of, me personally. But we'll see, because I don't know. I like Jaylen Brown and how he's been acting with that mask on. So.
Oh, and I can't. Jimmy buckets, man. Jimmy,
Bruh, he's
Jimmy.
oh my gosh, that's
Jimmy's
why
in
I'm scared.
God mode. Like,
Scared.
a matter of fact, if the Warriors don't make it, I'm rooting for Jimmy to win. Like, I love his heart. Like, he has no quit in him. He gonna give you everything
Dog.
he got. So,
Dog.
true dog, old school type player. Like, if the Warriors don't make it, I'm rooting for you, Jimmy.
Come on now. Let's switch sports. We just had the NFL draft yesterday, I believe, or over this weekend. You got a football squad?
Ooh, so yeah, I don't really watch football like I used to.
No, yeah. A lot of people don't. I feel like.
I ain't gonna lie. Since the Raiders left, it broke my heart.
He said, I can't really.
I still support from a distance, but I can't support like I once did. Like, it hurts like to see them go again. Like,
I mean, they all around the corner, bro. I mean, y'all lit over there. They lit over there.
I guess
they lit over there. I'm not gonna lie, Vegas is.
But they was
turned
lit
up.
right up there. So,
yeah, true.
And that was home. Like,
yeah, I feel that.
So yeah.
So okay, then any players you like to watch right now?
Football. Yeah, I ain't. Like I said, I don't even
He's
watch
on.
football like I
You
used
gotta
to.
watch. It's some ballers out there. You know, we got Patty Mahomes, real the Chiefs fan. My
yeah,
Chargers
Patty
are pretty
Mahomes.
pretty good right now. Lamar just signed a 5-year deal for like $250 million with the Ravens.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, niggas getting
Okay.
money right now. Oh, the reigning champs, Eagles fan, fly Eagles fly, ha podcast for anything. And then we got Niners fan back there too. So yeah, with a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good teams in the building, a lot of good fans. So we'll see what's popping, but we'll leave that there for the NFL and let's wrap it up with the story arc. I need your origin story. At the end of the day, we're all just a kid from somewhere, and you had a dream. You, like you said, you kind of had a premonition. It almost felt like you explained earlier, kind of from your time in Georgia, transitioning back to Cali, and you could bring back to that time period one more time. But I do want to ask you, when did you really take hiking and want to make something out of it more than just like, it's a hobby, it's something fun that I like to do with my friends, to like, I want to involve other people and build a platform from it?
Okay, all right. So yeah, like you said, every story has its beginning. So mine starts with Land's End in San Francisco. So that was the very first place that my dad took me when I was a kid to go hike. And what makes this story so interesting is that I totally forgot about this place.
Yeah.
So fast forward to 2019, I randomly picked this place to go to, and we pull up in the parking lot, and I feel like a little deja vu.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've been here before. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, I've been in the parking lot. I know I've been in the parking lot. And then we started doing the hike, and I started walking around, and then it just like started hitting me more. Like, no, wait. There's more to this story. Like, what is this? Like, why do I feel this way? And as soon as I made it to the Sutro Baths outlet, everything came back to me. So every experience I had with my dad as a kid coming to this place all came back, from what we ate for lunch, how it was wrapped, folded and shit. Like,
real nostalgic.
There's a cave down there. There's a trail over there. We can go through the woods to get through to the beach, and it's like, there's this other little spot that I'm thinking like, I wonder if this thing is still over there. And sure enough, it is. And like, that is what sparked everything. Like, it literally was the spark.
Right. That's what I'm about to say. That's what it sounds like. It's just like.
And once well, the other thing about that day was I also went to a spot. I remember this sign as a kid. It said, "Please don't go over the rail. It's dangerous down there and whatnot." And that was the first time I was like, wait, I'm a fucking adult. Like, I could do whatever I want to. Like, I can ignore this sign if I want to. And I did just so. And I went over the rail. And I went to the edge. And I looked down and I was like, I want to smoke down there. And on the rocks next to the water. And I didn't know how to get down there. My friend is like, how we gonna get down there? Like, we gonna find a way.
We gonna figure it out.
And I made my way down there, and we made it back. And it was like, oh, that wasn't that bad.
Right.
Like,
nigga, we could hike, nigga.
And
did y'all know that we could do this?
That inspired everything, because I started to see that, oh, things aren't as bad as they seem. Like, perception can be wrong. Like, your perception of things can be wrong. Like, I look at mountains nowadays, and And when I bring people on hikes, I would tell them, look at that, we're going to the top of that. And they're like, what? Like, there's no way. And once we get to the top, I tell them to look down at where we were when I said that. And I say, we were down there.
We were right
and
down
look
there.
at where we are now.
Crazy.
I was like, and you thought it was impossible. I was like, that's what I'm trying to unlock in people.
Yes.
Nothing's impossible.
You
like,
can do this.
you
really
don't
can.
know what you're capable of until you actually go out there and put yourself in those situations.
Yeah.
And I put myself in a hell of a lot of crazy situations and somehow walked away from them, and it just keeps me going.
I love to hear it. I love to hear it. And during this process, I know it hasn't been all, you feel me, chasing waterfalls in a sense.
Yes.
Give me a hurdle or a really tough time that you had to experience kind of getting your platform started.
Just the weight loss. Like, man, when I started this, like, I was probably like 340 pounds.
Oh, for real?
Yes. And my max, I was like 450.
He said, I had to get into shape.
So that was a huge hurdle. Like,
Yeah.
I remember starting off going out with people, like, I would get left behind majority of the time. So on the way, like Cataract Falls,
Yeah.
I stay back with people now because I used to get left behind.
Yeah, because
So,
I mean, that's a hike up.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I
So
said, it ain't too easy.
No. Anybody who struggles, I'm definitely going to be there with them, trying to push them, motivate them, keep them going, because I know what it took to get through some of these sometimes. Like Alamere Falls. I think one time I went there, it was like a group of, it was like 4 people of us. We all had separate cars, but they all left me. I did the whole hike back by myself.
Yeah.
Like, cause I was just, I had to keep stopping, and I couldn't go like they could, and now it's like I get out there and I'm beating everybody like, up these hills. Like, they slowing down and I'm like increasing my speed. So that was like the biggest hurdle, was to get in shape so I could actually lead people on a hike. Like,
Yes, yeah. Because I'm about to say, when you be leading, I'm about to say he got walking stick and everything. He'd be up at the head of the pack for sure.
Exactly.
Especially with the camera, you got
Exactly.
got to get the angles.
Exactly.
And then on the good note, what are some of the small wins that you've experienced during this journey as well? Whether it's having that 25 people group on the hike, or just going to new spots, or just kind of chasing those different adventures. What is one of those feel good moments that you've had?
I would say the reactions. That's like my favorite. Like, I almost look forward to the reaction more than the location nowadays.
Yeah, I feel that.
Especially when it's a place that I've already been to. It's like, I've seen it before, so I'm not going to have the same reaction to it. But seeing someone else react the way that I reacted to it the first time is always like gratifying. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, when I think Lexi and Kayvon, they were 2 who come out on a regular basis when we went to Alamere Falls the first time. Like, just the way they looked as they're observing this for the first time.
I mean, it's invigorating when you get out there for
oh
sure.
my God, like, we're really here. Like,
Yes.
we've really, like, you really brought us here. Like, and so, yeah, so that's like, I love seeing that. Like, anybody who comes out with me and can have that type of feeling, like
It's real.
me.
This place is really real.
it is, and it's not hard to get to.
Man, no, I
Just
love
gotta
it.
put in a little bit of work.
Yeah, that's all that is. And to wrap up this wonderful episode, let the people know, let myself, let Rio, Bree, A Vision know, what's next, man? What can we expect? What can the people expect from, like you said, the summer series from 2023 from Adventures Dre and Melanated Adventures?
All right, well, we definitely got some collabs coming up. Shout out to the Adventure Crew, or Go Adventure Crew in LA. We just seen their content and reached out, and we definitely gonna do something soon. So expect us to do something with them in the next few months. You got the summer series coming.
Hell yeah.
And that's gonna be all of our river joints. I got a ton of spots that some of the clearest water you'll ever see.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
I don't swim at Lake Berryessa. That's dirty water.
Let them know.
I'm just letting you know. Dirty water. Dirty water. But
Haunted.
I will take you to the American River. Like, that place, clearest water you have ever seen. Like, Stanislaus River, also one of the clearest rivers you'll ever see.
Okay.
So that's coming soon, and some camping shit. We gonna do some camps.
Camping
coming soon. Hopefully, I want to say June, July-ish. We're gonna do some camps.
Hell yeah, that'd be hard.
So,
Okay, like I said, you know, my birthday in July, so we might have to do something special. You feel me around that time, okay?
I got you.
But other than that, thank you one more time for pulling up, showing some love. Shout out Melanated Adventures. Follow Adventures Dre, all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everything. You can find them all. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your auntie to get out the fucking house and come out here on a Sunday with us. It's gonna be lit. But other than that, thank y'all for tuning in, watching every Wednesday, every week. It's been another great episode of What's the Wave, and we'll see y'all next week. You bitch.